Thank you to the Virginia Department of Environmental Quality for hosting this listening session for public comment on the EPA's Clean Power Plan. My name is Jackson Klong. I'm an intern in the office of Delegate Betsy Carr in the Virginia House of Delegates. She could not be here tonight and has asked me to represent her. Through her time in the General Assembly since being elected in 2009, Delegate Carr has been a staunch advocate for improving public health. Virginia must take full advantage of this opportunity to address the fundamental need for clean air in our community through the Clean Power Plan. Airborne pollution is not just a health risk for select regions of the state or for certain demographics of people. Air quality is an issue that weighs on each and every citizen in the Commonwealth, and it is important for our government to minimize the damage caused by pollution. The EPA has projected that its Clean Power Plan, by progressively limiting carbon pollution from power plants, will drastically reduce the occurrence of asthma, heart attacks, respiratory illness, premature death from these, and many other health-related symptoms of airborne pollution. By limiting pollution, we can alleviate the burdens on hospitals having to care for people with preventable respiratory illnesses. A cleaner environment and cleaner air will also promote economic growth by attracting new businesses and ensuring the health and wellness of the most vital part of our economy, the worker. In addition, the Clean Power Plan is an important step in combating global climate change. Like many other citizens around the Commonwealth of Virginia, Delegate Carr hopes that Virginia will be a clean and healthy place with breathable air for our children, grandchildren, and generations to come. The EPA's Clean Power Plan is an important step to ensuring this good quality of life for Virginians today and in the future. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Dan Rusnak.
Hi, my name is Dan Rusnak. I'm here tonight with my wife Barbara. We're residents of Richmond. We support the principles of the EPA Clean Power Plan. Reducing air pollution will have health benefits for all Virginians and may just help save the planet. There's no question many power plants will continue burning coal. Therefore, we would like to see the Virginia DEQ direct energy producers and consumers to reduce demand through energy conservation. Energy audits can stimulate retrofitting homes and commercial buildings, creating more jobs for Virginians while reducing demand for power. We hope the Virginia DEQ would move more quickly than the proposed EPA timeline. We want to see additional work available for Virginians, building renewable energy sources, and making energy efficiency improvements. The sooner Virginia acts, the more jobs we will have, and the sooner we can all breathe easier.
Our next speaker is Francis Crutchfield.
I'm going to have to come around. So make sure you don't turn the recorder off.
Don't want to do that. To the DEQ, crucial institution. This isn't meant as a revolution and is in no way persecution. Please give heed to my elocution. We beg you to work for dissolution of bad air quality from pollution. For climate disruption's evolution, we must soon find a good solution, such as a wind energy institution or solar power substitution. For there can't be any restitution for damage from power plants' carbon pollution. The benefits of the Clean Power Plan mean better health for woman, child, and man. Each state must develop its customized plan to meet challenges in ways that only it can. Reduced emissions, the immediate goal. Less soot and smog, pollution from coal. No more need for criticizers, fewer inhalers and nebulizers. And the hope that someday, everywhere, children will be able to breathe clean air. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Quan Williams.
Hello, good evening all. My name is Quan Williams and I am the Policy Associate for Virginia New Majority. We are an advocacy organization and addressing climate change is one of our critical commitments. For the communities we work with, the consequences of carbon pollution are devastating and deadly. We therefore urgently support the Clean Power Plan and its promise to be life-saving. As most of us now know, air quality is a key factor in Richmond's infamy as the asthma capital of the country. Our Richmond members have shared with us their struggles with the prevalence of asthma in their communities and homes. I have asthma, and my asthmatic symptoms and medication have doubled since moving to Richmond 2 years ago. However, the Clean Power Plan is good news. The EPA calculates that over the next 15 years, the benefits of the Clean Power Plan include avoiding up to 150,000 asthma attacks in children across the nation. Virginia kids will surely be in that number. In addition to the public health benefits, Virginia New Majority also supports the Clean Power Plan because it directly addresses some of the causes of climate change, which will in the long run help mitigate weather disasters everywhere, including in very vulnerable places like Hampton Roads. We know that climate change makes our oceans warmer, and we know that warmer oceans cause more severe storms and more severe hurricanes. We have countless stories from our Hampton Roads members about being trapped by increased floods and severe storms. And we all have the responsibility to make sure that Hampton Roads is habitable for generations to come. This means addressing climate change and the causes of it, a huge cause being carbon pollution. Hampton Roads needs more than a levee and more than adaptation efforts to address recurrent flooding. It needs the Clean Power Plan. In DEQ's approach to implementing the plan, we want to make sure the impacted communities are engaged throughout the process. Thankful that this is happening. We also want alternatives to increasing resilience on natural gas, and we want incentives for using solar and renewable energy. On the whole, we know that the plan will be good for Virginia. We are proud that Virginia is using the plan as a conduit to increase public health and be a leader in our country in addressing carbon pollution and thereby climate change. And we urgently endorse the Clean Power Plan. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Sarah Putzy.
Hello. My name is Sarah Bucci, and I'm the campaign director with Environment Virginia. We're a statewide citizen-funded advocacy group with 25,000 members and supporters across the Commonwealth. First, I'd like to express my thanks to the DEQ for holding these listening sessions across the Commonwealth, getting input from the public on the EPA's proposed Clean Power Plan and how Virginia can best implement this standard. I hope the agency will continue to have transparency and a comprehensive planning process. As DEQ's mission is to protect the Commonwealth's environment and promote the health and well-being of Virginians, reducing the carbon pollution fueling climate change should be a top priority. In Virginia, the consequences of global warming are clear and present. From more extreme storms, rising seas, and storm surges that threaten our coastal communities to unhealthy air days from increased temperatures. In 2013, the State of the Air, annual report done by the American Lung Association, gave 5 counties here in Virginia an F for ozone pollution, including Henrico County, where we are right now. Over 500,000 adults in Virginia and over 150,000 children suffer from asthma, and increased temperatures and more unhealthy air days put their health at risk most. We believe the Clean Power Plan is an important step and support the EPA finalizing the strongest possible standard to protect public health and our children's future. Virginia's power plants contribute 34.4% of our state's carbon pollution, and the proposed Clean Power Plan, as it is now, would clean up our power plants by 31%. Power plants certainly aren't the only source or sector of carbon pollution, but are our best opportunity to make dramatic reductions now. We have an urgent need to act, and we can do this by harnessing the power of the wind and the sun and by being more efficient in our energy. The EPA's proposal is reasonable and gives Virginia the flexibility it needs to come up with a standard that best fits our state. And with the use of renewable energy, like the wind blowing off of our coast and the sun shining down on our homes and businesses every day, we can exceed the expectations laid out in the EPA's proposal. I urge the Department of Environmental Quality and Governor McAuliffe to fully support the Clean Power Plan and to see this standard as a floor for action and not the ceiling for what is possible. Using the Clean Power Plan, Virginia can grow a 21st century clean energy economy while cutting pollution and protecting the health of our citizens. Thank you.